stuff in your business. So let's get straight into it. So the AI sales funnel that made me over $3.7 million in 5 steps. Okay, so the first thing I want to do, which I go over every single week that we have these live streams, is if you do not have a good product quality, ladies and gentlemen, your business is not going to be around for longer than 6 or maximum 12 months. There's a reason why a lot of these people online come for 6, 12 months and then they never get heard from again. It's because the likelihood that they can deliver results is actually very, very low. Okay, so this is the first thing. None of the operations, none of the content and channels, and none of the direct response and paid acquisition is going to work very well for you if you do not have a good product quality. Okay, which is one of the things that I, over the years, have made sure my team focus on first is product quality before we even start anything to do with content, anything to do with direct response or paid acquisition. But for the avoidance of doubt, content and channels is much similar to what we're doing here today, whereby we're creating content and we're posting free content in order to get traffic. Okay, for us it's a little bit different because I put these on every single week with no specific objective other than to serve you guys, right? I've never sold anything and I never plan to sell anything inside of this group, which is very important for you to understand. But when you're going to be creating content for your business, the likelihood that that content is there to serve a purpose like getting customers is increasingly higher as distractions increase and customer attention decreases. Okay, so and then we move on to direct response and paid acquisition. So direct response can be things like cold outreach into the DMs, or paid acquisition is something like, you know, Facebook and paid PPC. Okay, or even Bing ads or something like that, Snapchat ads, right? This is paid acquisition. Okay, so what have we gone over the last, I think, 40 plus weeks now inside of this group? We're in a series right now where we're going through creating your army of helpers. Now, I must admit, this one is slightly different today. Now, we're not going to go over building the AI funnel because I've already done that in previous weeks. And if you want to find that out, then please go inside this group and go find building your AI landing page or building your AI funnel, and you'll be able to find that very, very easily. Okay, but today I'm going to go over the key architecture and components that you need to understand in order to build a very, very successful sales funnel that's going to bring more leads in than you can comprehend continuously. Okay, so today's brief and demonstration of is the funnel that I've used to make over $3.7 million. Welcome to your new AI funnel walkthrough. So let's hit the whiteboard. This is our objective today, is to go over the architecture so you understand this in detail. So I'm going to type in whiteboard just here, and I'm going to go on this first whiteboard just in front of us. Okay, I'm going to accept all these cookies and things, and then I'm going to actually delete everything inside of this because I created this yesterday. Okay, so let's now go into this. So effectively we're going to go over a 5-step process, and I'm going to explain this before we get into actually building this out, which is really important for you to understand. So let me just make this a little bit bigger for you. So effectively, step 1 is going to be your traffic. Okay, so traffic is getting eyeballs on your offer. Okay, so that's number 1. Right, number 2 is going to be your landing page. Number 3 is going to be your lead magnet or conversion mechanism. Right, I'll get into what these are as we go through. Number 4 is going to be your welcome sequence, and I like to call this a trust builder. Right. Number 5 is going to be your actual sales sequence, or let's call this 4B, right? Because this is important. 4B, right? Sales sequence. And number 5 is going to be your sales page. Okay. So and these are really, really important as a mechanism in order to get customers on your offer, right? So let's go through all of these. So number 1 is going to be traffic. And I'm going to build these out and draw them out in front of you so you understand this, right? So we're going to start off by traffic. Now the definition of traffic, as I've just gone over that, is effectively getting eyeballs on your offer, okay? So we have a number of mechanisms that we can use to do that. Now, I'm going to put these in here and I'm going to write them. So SEO, okay? Got content, got social media, affiliate, sponsors, paid ads, right, and call outbound. Now, this seems like a lot, but I'm just listing a few of them. There are more, there are less, but this is kind of the general consensus, right? So you've got organic, you've got, so like the 4 key categories for getting customers, of course, are sort of warm outreach, cold outreach, paid advertising, and content, right? Now, these are all traffic mechanisms. Now, to be honest with you, if you're beginning in this stuff, I would recommend cancelling out SEO, focusing on content, focusing on paid ads, and focusing on cold outbound, right? But these are just mechanisms that you can use in order to get people into your sales funnel. Okay, so next up what we're going to do is we're going to effectively create, I'm not even signed in on this, but it should let me do it all anyway. Create the next bit, which is effectively our landing page, right? Right? So this landing page is going to be giving something of value. Now, again, by the way, guys, you don't need AI for all of this. It's important to understand that. Everyone thinks AI solves all the problems. This is just general marketing and understanding how to drive traffic into your offer, right? So effectively what we'd be doing is we'd be getting all these things and we're driving them into here, okay? Like so, right? So imagine these are all arrows in like so, right? And your landing page can have a number of things, right? You can have boxes in there, like shapes, like boxes that take customers' email addresses and first name, and it can have their phone numbers and stuff. It can even have a little video in there as well if you wish, right? Which can give everyone an idea kind of what it is that you do. But the main mechanism. So let's call this one here step 1, right? So this is step 1, and then we're going into step 2 just here, right? And so your landing page is going to have the third thing, which I'll get into, which is your lead magnet, right? And this can be something like a free report, can be a free audit, free strategy session, right? Something that has value in the marketplace. Now, I'm a little bit on lead magnets these days. It's kind of like, sometimes people just give away like a free strategy session, which is like a sales call, right? But overall, people and consumers are less prone to accepting that. So your lead magnet should be something that people would pay for, right? It should be ideally your best piece of work that you're giving away for free, because this is what's going to build their trust, right? So we've got all the traffic into a landing page, right? And again, if you don't know how to build a landing page, then do revisit this group. We have a number of things how to use AI to build a landing page, and effectively this is like step 3, right? Is your lead magnet, right? You need to test a lot of these. So your lead magnet can be something that has value, that gets them to put in their email address, their name, their phone number, or whatever in here, right? So that's step 3. Now, if we're going to go over to step 4, this is incredibly important if you want to build trust and you want to have a lot of retention from people that have claimed your lead magnet. Okay, so let's go into this. So step 4 is your welcome sequence. I do it a little bit different to a lot of people. Why is that? Because most people put people into a lead magnet sequence and immediately they sell to them, right? Now, while we do that, and that does really work in the first message, we can only do that in the first message. That means if they've claimed something, so let's say they claimed a free report, we would say, here's your free report, and then we would say below that, we would say, okay, here, if you're interested in a call to take this forward, this is where you can do that, right? And that can be done all in the lead magnet phase, right? And we deliver the lead magnet to them in one of 2 ways, okay? So I'm just going to go back just one moment here. So this can be, and I prefer the latter, or I even prefer both, right? Because you can do both. So we can deliver via email or step 2 of funnel, or both, right? So let me explain how this works. So basically, if someone opts in and gets the free thing, we can send them to a second page which says, here's your free lead magnet download, right? And then gives them the opportunity to book a call. And we can send them an email that says, here's your free report. this is where you can book a meeting. I saw you clicked on our ad. Are you interested in doing this guarantee or whatever, right? But this welcome sequence, so that's effectively how we deliver that. Because I'm sure I wanted to make sure that I got that right. Well, I explained it to you all. This welcome sequence is typically 3 emails, right? Now, where most people go wrong in this is the minute that someone claims a lead magnet, they're on the phone to them. Do you want to buy? And as consumers, things are really changing, right? People are less wanting to buy. They still want to be sold to, but they have to be effectively trust you a lot more before they buy. So we use these 3 welcome sequences here in order to gain trust, okay? So typically the way I like to do it is one of these 3 things. So like number 1 would be, about me and achievements, right? So maybe if you won an award or whatever, just something that shows social proof. Like maybe you could say I like cats, right? Whatever. Just something that's going to build trust, right? And the second one can be, case studies, great experience, right? Light jokes, right? These all work. But the main consensus with this step 4 is that our welcome sequence is not there to sell people, right? As a welcome sequence is there so that they begin to like who we are as a person, right? Because everyone likes to build a relationship, whether it's online or not, right? So this is important with your welcome sequence, right? Number 4. Okay, and then we move over to sort of 4B as such, which is our sales sequence. So let me just do this. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to go into here, and then this one here, I'm just going to put 2 lines there because it can be an amalgamation of these 2, right? The point is this entire sequence is a welcome sequence that's going to make your potential buyers, trust you, right? And like you, which is important. Right, let's go into number 5, okay? Because number 5 is very important as well. No, not number 5. We're going to 4B. Apologies. And what 4B is effectively an opportunity at a sales sequence. Now, I like to do them around 5 to sort of 10 emails, but these can go on, ladies and gentlemen, these can go on literally as long as you like, right? I have a mechanism that I explain to people, and all of our customers use it, right? Is you can effectively do a 5 email sequence, and then once a week you can write 2 emails to your list, right? Trust builders, sales emails, right? Maybe 1 sales email a week and 1 trust builder, right? And then what you can do is at the end of the month, you can see, okay, well, if I've got a number of emails that have been sent out, whichever one's the best performer, what do? You put it onto this sales sequence here, right? So that then goes out automatically to all your new prospects that come in throughout this funnel, right? But anyway, we'll focus on 5 for now. And effectively what these are is a sales sequence, right? So this sales sequence are going to be there to, number 1, right? Call to action, so C2A, book/pay, right? Then we're going to go for case studies, right? Then we're going to go potentially value video, right? So maybe you create a good training that people like to show your authority, and below that is a call to action, right? And we would also have in there, potentially we can have sales video, right? And then we can have, even just a direct ask, right? So the point is here, we're starting at traffic, right? So we're getting all this traffic in to our landing page. We're delivering the free lead magnet through step 2 of the funnel, or through an email, or both, right? Then we're sending them a welcome sequence that's effectively building trust. And then we're going to 4B, which is effectively our sales sequence, right? And this is all done via email, which is important. Now, next up, what we're going to do is I'm going to explain what happens after this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, all of these things just here, all of these will all go to one place, right? Which is very important. And they're going to go to step 5, right? Which I'm going to go over just now. And step 5 is a sales page. Okay, so let's build this sales page. Now, this sales page is going to be very, very similar to your landing page, right? But effectively what this sales page is going to do is be there to sell something with a direct call out, right? And all these emails are going to drive traffic into that. So once again, you could have a video in there, like so. But instead of putting your details, because we've already got their details, in there, we might have the ability to buy, okay? Buy, okay? Or you would have the ability to book this is my example of a phone line, ladies and gentlemen. Book a call, right? Ignore that, right? That's supposed to be a phone, right? So the point is, we have 1 or 2 objectives on this page, right? So 1, sale. 2, CTA book call, right? And the point is, the way that this works is very, very simple. Because what these are called, ladies and gentlemen, these are called conversion triggers, okay? Conversion triggers, right? And then, of course, you take your leads and you have a call with them, or you get people purchasing straight away. Now, this is the best, I would say, ladies and gentlemen, for beginners, right? Because this mechanism here is a low friction activity to get people to buy. Whereas, you know, for example, for me, and I've run a lot of funnels over time. One of our latest funnels here, you'll see that I'm not even doing lead magnets. I'm just doing directly to sale, right? And that's because we're running paid ads, right? Now, I wouldn't recommend that for everybody that's starting out, right? I would recommend you build a landing page, you choose a mechanism like cold outbound, paid ads, on social media, right? Then 3 are good, or even just choose 1, right? My favorite is cold outbound because it's direct 1-to-1, right? But if you have cold outbound and social media, these are perfect together. And when you start making 25,000+ a month, then you can start running paid ads, right? And then that, as a result, is just going to put everything on steroids, because more people are going to see your content, more people are going to trust you because they're seeing your content on your cold ads, and then, of course, more people are going to see you because there's paid ads getting added to the mix. It means you get more leads, more people taking your lead magnets, more welcome sequences going out to build trust, more people getting your sales sequence, which is effectively going to drive more traffic into your sales page, which is either going to make more sales or is going to book more calls, because we're getting more people to view our conversion triggers, and this is effectively going to mean more sales and more booked calls, ladies and gentlemen. And what does this mean? Okay, this entire process, right, means more cash into your business. Okay, very, very important to understand, right? Because you're getting more lead flow and more people seeing your offers, and you're building more trust with them. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you say this is an AI group, right? This is an AI group, right? But we have to understand, and I'm the biggest fan for AI right now. I'm the biggest fan for AI in general. We have to understand that there's only a certain area of places that we can add AI in this process. We can add AI in our sales page to create our sales page. We can add AI in our emails to send our emails, right? And we can add AI to create our sales page, right? But do we need to do that? Because yes, we can do that if we want to test things at scale. We can even add AI to create more videos and more creative things for your paid ads, do more testing of images because you can generate image quick, right? But this process, ladies and gentlemen, works without AI. This is very important. AI slots in and is a nice sweetener, right? Like after a meal, but it isn't necessary in every area of this. If you want to make $25,000 or $50,000 a month, you don't need AI for this, right? Now, if you want to use AI, then of course there is training inside of this Facebook group, completely free to do that. But this process in general is going to make you guys a hell of a lot of money. And it certainly made me over $3.75 million in profit, okay? So, this is the process, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully that's been helpful. Let me go back to this presentation. Now, this one's been slightly different. Why has it been slightly different? Because this process as a whole doesn't necessarily need AI. Now, you guys know that my main mission is, with every customer that we work with and every friend in industry we never sell anything in here, so this isn't going to be like a massive sales pitch at the end. It's not going to happen, right? Because I don't sell anything. The only thing I ask from you guys is you refer your friends into our community so we get a bigger audience watching these videos, right? But the point is, I want you guys to understand that AI can be used at every single stage within this process. The attraction, the warming up, the conversion, the phone call, and the conversion to cash, right? We can use AI at every single area within this process, which is very important, right? Now, is it necessary? Absolutely not. Is it going to allow you to test more at scales? Absolutely it is, okay? And that's why me giving you the knowledge over the weeks is going to help you to do that, right? You should already have some ideas, and we've brought it all together today in a process that kind of just works, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here with me today. I have absolutely loved spending my time, and let me know if you've enjoyed it today. I love putting these together for you guys, making it online, the online business side of things and AI in alignment seem easy, or seem a little bit less technophobic, or make you feel less like a technophobe. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my name has been Elliot Rayne. The only thing I ask is if you enjoy the content that I put out every single week here on Facebook and ultimately on YouTube as well, please invite your friends to our community. I have made a pact not to sell anything ever inside of our community. So it's all love. See you all. Love you all. Appreciate you all. And I'll see you next week. Ciao, ciao.